tall, cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all.
everyone. Hi, good evening, and welcome. You all are watching none other than the Elite Four, and हम आपके लिए लेकर आए हैं the Battle Pyramid, जिसका Week 4 होने वाला है हमारे सामने. And of course, we are heading into the semi-final one, and the teams in front of us will be Team Emperium, who will be taking on Team Blue. This is going to be the best of three semi-finals. सेकंड सेमीफाइनल जो होगा वो होगा एफएस स्पोर्ट्स वर्सेस टीम इजी के बीच में. वो होने वाला है ऑफ स्ट्रीम और वो ऑलरेडी चल रहा है. उसका रिजल्ट थोड़ी ही देर में हम आपको बता जरूर देंगे, लेकिन अभी आपका फोकस वापस में लेकर आऊंगा बिटवीन टीम एम्पीरियम एंड टीम ब्लू. सीन सो मेनी मेटा चेंजेस एज ऑफ नाउ. अभी अभी नया पोकेमॉन भी आया था, अम्ब्रियन. तो मेरे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं जीरो, और वो बताएंगे अम्ब्रियन कितना ब्रोकन है इस पॉइंट पे.
Okay, so guys, this is Zero. I'm gonna be joining Skyred in this battle pyramid. I'm really excited with co-casting with Skyred. I'm really excited for that. और रही बात Umbreon की, this Pokemon is broken, especially उसका Unite move है जो shield steal करता है. This is really crazy. उसी के बाद हम बढ़ते हैं सीधा ban phase में. Well, क्या लगता है इस बार कौन से Pokemon ban होंगे और क्या Umbreon pick किया जाएगा जैसे कि हमने बात की थी?
I mean, just as you've been saying, there's Umbreon, there's Zacian. I believe both of them should be banned, or probably one of them will be left open because, of course, the team who wants to go in for the first pick might just leave. Both of them are open. What? It's Lapras and Urshifu who have been banned out. So of course I'm a little surprised by these bans coming in. But again, we do have the side of Emperium on the purple side, so they would not want to ban out any kind of Pokemon that they might want to go in and pick. That's basically the broken first pick. I just want to say first pick advantage. That's what's gonna happen at this specific point. It's gonna be the Glaceon being picked up first and quickly answered back by a Slowbro. So I really like this Slowbro pick coming in because if in case you go in for any speedster who wants to jump in, who wants to dive in, you can literally just stop him on his tracks.
वेल अगर मैं देखा जाए ना तो यहाँ पे अगर अम्ब्रियन और बाकी सारे पोकेमॉन हटा दिया जाए तो यहाँ पे दो पोकेमॉन जो रियली इस गेम में मैनेस बन चुके हैं. दैट इज अगेन अ बैंड पोकेमॉन लैपस एंड सेकंड वन जो अभी पिक किया गया है की के द्वारा वो है ग्लेशियन. रियली मैनेस पोकेमॉन. वो इतना ब्रोकन है कि किसी भी ऑब्जेक्टिव को भी सिर्फ दो दो मूव्स पे मेल्ट कर सकता है. आई मीन बहुत ज्यादा ब्रोकन हो चुका है.
That is absolutely correct. Plus, he can literally maintain that distance. Those icicle spears that just got buff. It makes it makes it so easy for him to actually target his opponents because he can literally just try go and run back after he's already locked onto one target, and those spears will hit that target, and he can maintain that gap, create that distance, and can also get enemies to bait out their skills. But again, the other Pokemon who has got an insane stealing capacity, it's going to be the Gardevoir. That last hit with that insane damage, it's going to be really impeccable, especially when we head towards the end of the game, wherein there's a Rayquaza and your team really needs it in order to just quickly come back in the match. We are also going to see a Blastoise that's going to be coming in from Team Blue. The draft is pretty solid, to be honest, looking at the entire lineup. But I am seeing a Pikachu coming in from Yahiko, so I really want to see how this pocket pick is going to act out.
वेल मैं इस पिक में पता सबसे ज़्यादा क्यूरियस किस चीज़ को देख के हूँ. मैं सच में जैसे कि तुमने पॉइंट आउट किया थोड़ा बहुत, पिकाचू सच में मुझे लग रहा है क्या वैल्यू निकाल के देगा पिकाचू इस पूरे कॉम्प में. मतलब पिकाचू क्यों, वो क्या कर सकता है? व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
He can shock you.
Well, he's shocking me right now.
That's exactly what I meant. But of course, there's obviously a chance that if in case he gets the timing on the flank, he can actually take Gardevoir down with that insane burst damage. And we'll have to wait and see how they're actually going to work this all out, because they've also picked the Snorlax. So Emperium, they're not going in for the entirely new meta, but are shifting towards some of their comfort picks. They've got a Trevenant, they've got a Hoopa, they've got a Snorlax. That's three frontliners. Literally three frontliners. So I mean, I'm going to be surprised if in case the backline gets threatened in this situation. They've got Snorlax to protect them. They've got Trevi to protect them. They've got Hoopa to just soak up all that damage and deal that damage in their least form. Has got the portals to quickly heal them back up. I am really going to be just tilted if I'll be the member of Team Blue and I'll be seeing by using almost all the skills, I've finally melted down those tanks. Now they're in the HP where I can one-shot them. Boom, there's a Hoopa hole. They go back to the base. They come back with the full HP. Now you have to do it all over again.
Okay, so they come back with full HP and Gardevoir Unite in Portal. I mean, just end this whole team.
Man,
अगर कोई टिल्ट होता है तो यही करेगा ना, बचा के रखेगा अपना यूनाइट.
I would definitely. I would definitely do that. But again, we'll have to wait and see how things are going to turn out as it's semi-finals one. Game number one, Emperium on the blue side and Team Blue on the orange side. Let's see who gets the win. So just some normal, creep stealing going on. Nothing out of the ordinary. Glaceon in towards the jungle, Chandler in towards the jungle. So it's everything is just going on pretty decent, smoothly. No early skirmishes as of now. We
Actually,
just saw first pick. Trevenant got picked off, but विकास वाइटी
एक्चुअली अगर देखा जाए तो टॉप लेन पे ऑलरेडी केओ स्टार्ट हो चुका है. ट्रेवेनेंट पिक किया गया था और जैसे काफी ऑलरेडी गार्डियोर आ चुकी है. अभी गार्डियोर सच में बीच में काफी ज्यादा दिक्कत देने वाली. अगर अगर लॉक नहीं किया ना यहाँ पर ग्लेशियर ने उसको पहले ही, तो शायद यहाँ पे ज्यादातर फार्म गार्डियोर लेके जा सकती है अपनी टीम के लिए.
You're absolutely correct on that. And look at that Hydro just maintaining that distance, creating that gap, and stealing away those objectives, just as you mentioned. Vedu just trying to go in and face tank that damage. Finally, Kevi will just quickly go back towards the middle farm. We'll be securing that. So, this is the efficiency that we've been talking about. Kevi is very efficient on that Glaceon. He takes all those creeps that he needs to, does not leave even a single one of them, and tries to gain that level advantage over their opponents. And this is basically the main strategy of many teams. But the way Kevi just brings it out onto the table and, just shows himself up over the entire map. He was in the top lane just a few seconds ago, and look at him right now, just quickly giving his team an advantage in towards the bottom side. That's the play that he makes, and what a great wooden hammer stuns two people. But it's LD. He'll just heal the Hydro backup, so not a major issue for them.
वेल
Vedu?
जस्ट एक क्वेश्चन मुझे आपसे भी पूछना है और जस्ट ऑडियंस के लिए पूछना है. व्हाट डू यू थिंक हु इज बेटर फॉर जंगल, गार्डियोर और ग्लेशियन? हु यू थिंक?
Honestly, if you've got a composition that relies on a little bit of an early game skirmish, early game aggression, then I would suggest you to go with a Glaceon jungle because he gets online pretty early. Gardevoir, on the other hand, it requires a little bit of an extra time to actually get online and get relevant in those fights. So I personally feel like if you've got a composition that sticks on to that early game aggression, get Glaceon into the jungle, he will rotate quickly. You will be able to get the farm advantage in the side lanes as well, and you will be able to deny your opponents a lot of farm. I mean, if you snowball that, take all the objectives, that's basically a GG right in the early game. And you also have a very good last hit ability in towards that mid to late game. So I would suggest, if in case you want your jungler as a backup and your lanes are already winning on those sides, you can decide to go in for the Gardevoir jungle, because once Gardevoir comes online after those jungle creeps, it's going to be nasty. But for now, Snorlax with that knockup, isolating Gardevoir, just one. He was literally one step away from the turret, and he's just pushing them back with his wall. That is a disgusting and a nasty play. But Chandelier towards the top with LD, they're trying to trade that objective, but Hoopa with that portal quickly gonna set things up for Trevenant as well as Glaceon, who will now join in the fight towards the top side. Vedu seems to be in trouble. And Agrim just going in for that wooden hammer. We are seeing support coming in from Slowbro as well, just trying to push them all back. But Regieleki has also been secured by Emperium, so they are taking objectives all over the map.
वेल जैसे कि हमने बात की थी, जैसे कि तुमने बोला था कि हुपा का पोर्टल सच में अनॉय कर सकता है, वो कर ही रहा है. ट्रेवेनेंट सच में बहुत अच्छी पोजीशन में आ चुका है और गाइडवर सच में बहुत ज्यादा डेंजर में अभी, और रेजिलेकी भी पुश हो चुका. बट मुझे ये देखना है गाइडवर सर्वाइव कर सकती है क्योंकि इनकी एचपी काफी लो, इनके पास यूनाइट भी है और काफी अच्छा पुश देखने को मिल रहा है. और हमें ट्रेवेनेंट पे सोलो यूनाइट चलाए गए यहाँ पर. डू यू थिंक ये पुश रोक पाएगा?
It's difficult. It's difficult because we're going to see the retaliation coming back in. Glaceon is also joining in that fight. We go with the Icicle Spears. Halde has been taken out. Gardevoir would need to retreat because the flank that I was talking about, Pikachu is also jumping in for that. And look at those Icicle Spears. Just as I said, that Kiwi can just lock any target with those Icicle Spears and create as much gap as he wants. But for now, they stayed in way too long, being punished for that. And as of now, Pikachu seems to be in trouble. He gets the pick on Gardevoir. That is the reason why they picked a Pikachu, in order to take Gardevoir down with that one shot. They were able to do that. Trevenant loses his life in the entire scenario. But of course, you are definitely going to trade in your tank for the enemy's jungler.
वेल अभी थोड़ा सा केओ शांत हुआ, ऑलरेडी गोल हो रहे हैं बॉटम लाइन, बट या इसी के साथ अगर देखा जाए तो अब मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा हु इज बेटर एट जंगल, और आपने बोला था कि अगर अर्ली स्पाइक चाहिए तो ग्लेशियन। मैं वहाँ पे वेल थोड़ा सा और उसके लिए वेट करना पड़ेगा जब केओस हो ही रहा है यहाँ पे, तो आई थिंक यू शुड कंटिन्यू, आई टेल यू अबाउट इट लेटर।
Of course, everyone would want to hear that, but for now, Slowbro would really want to create some gap from Kevi because he does not want to take on those icicle spares. But we go in for the Unite. That is exactly what we were talking about. Glaceon not being able to move an inch, and Blastoise just coming in to secure that pick. This is what I mentioned, that if in case you get in range, Slowbro will just stun you down. Pikachu goes in for the Unite, tries to create the gap, and we also see Blastoise with his own skills, with that serve, tries to secure the objective. LD is the one who secures Regis for the team. So they're gonna get that healing back in, and they will get the pick off on Snorlax as well. So now the tides are shifting a little bit, but look at the score difference. One
There's no
316, 339 to 130. That's just insane.
एक्चुअली यू मिस्ड टॉप लेन हुपाज यूनाइट मूव, क्योंकि वो ऑलरेडी काफी अच्छा गोल कर चुके हैं और अभी बॉटम पे डिपेंड करने के लिए है। आई गेस ये वाला बेस जाने नहीं देना चाहती है टीम बिल्कुल भी, बट या टॉप पे रेजिलेकी भी आया हुआ है, अगर वो भी टीम लेने जाती है तो सच में बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी यहाँ पे।
And they are actually going to secure that because look at that insane damage. Emperium's members are coming one after the other and they're being picked off one after the other. They can literally keep going all day, all night. But the way that they've still managed to defend his Snorlax, gets Slowbro out of position, gets him back inside the tower. Vikas White will have to retreat. Gardevoir will have to retreat. Trevenant joins in that fight. They have managed to defend their tier 2. But look at the score difference. It's 341 to 231. That's, if I'm not wrong, 110 score difference. It is not very huge. It can still be covered up.
या बट यहाँ पे थोड़ा बहुत केओस कहीं ना कहीं टीम ब्लू की साइड जा सकता है, क्योंकि हाँ यहाँ पे मुझे लग रहा है वो बेस का एडवांटेज ही होगा यहाँ पे।
Skyrus, quite low in the HP. Chandler joins in. He will be able to secure that pick. The long range hits coming in, and we are going to see Blastoise again with a Unite move, and Chandler just deletes Glaceon in its path. Revenant seems to be in trouble. Will have to just jump back. Cannot afford to use the Unite at this moment in this situation because we are going to get the Rayquaza in the next 19 seconds. You need to have it safe. But what better time to secure the Regieleki? Team Blue just making sure it's moving towards the purple side, and they will have a better advantage, a very good positioning towards the Rayquaza pit. And they're actually making sure to just secure all of those picks. We're gonna see Hoopa Unleashed being used up. Revenant as well with his own Unite move. Snorlax goes in for his one, but the Rayquaza has been secured by Team Blue, and now they've got a massive chance to just get this game back into their hands. As even in the top side, we did see Regieleki just hitting that tower, and we are gonna see, I believe, is it the surrender? No, it's not the surrender, but the continuous score-ins that are coming in from the side of Team Blue. They've just shut everything down. They've secured everything that they needed to. Now they are the ones who are in lead of somewhere around 90, 190 points. I don't know, my maths is not very good, but they have definitely secured this game in their bag because they will be defending their top as well as bottom towers. Still a minute to work with. Will Emperium be able to come back? They do have a decent amount of scoring balls. They would be able to, I believe, cover up that lead, maybe. What do you
Well,
think, Zero?
आई डोंट थिंक, क्योंकि मैं सच में काफी कंफ्यूज हूँ डिसीजन से, इसलिए टॉप लेन पे स्कोर किया गया था, बट या बॉट टीम में काफी केओस हो रहा है और हुपा का यूनाइट सच में बहुत इरिटेटिंग है, क्योंकि ट्रेवेंट जैसे पोकेमॉन की अच्छी वापस आना सच में बहुत ज्यादा डेडली, और गार्डियो का यूनाइट यहाँ पे आते हुए यहाँ पर फिर भी सिर्फ 3 ही बंदे बचे हुए हैं, इनफैक्ट 2 ही बचे हुए हैं। आई थिंक यहाँ पे थोड़ी सी ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम आ चुकी है टीम लो यहाँ पर, और आई डोंट थिंक यहाँ पे कम बैक एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं हम, बट या काफी अच्छी कोशिश थी यहाँ पर।
And that burst damage, literally half HP being taken out of Glaceon within seconds. And yes, it's just as you mentioned. I mean, they did not want Trevenant to get that HP back, but look at the range. Look at that burst damage. Gardevoir in late game, combine it with the Chandelier's poking. You've got 3 frontliners, and there are 2 people who can literally poke you at such a distance. You needed a speedster in this game, which of course did not work out for them. Pikachu with a 134 score, 77 MVP points. It's almost equal. It's actually equal to Agrim's 77 MVP points. And look at that insane damage, 100k on a Pikachu. I mean, that is something that I don't think so Zero you expected.
Yeah, he literally shocked me again. I mean, Glaceon से ज़्यादा damage Pikachu कैसे दे सकता है? I mean, that is really good play by Yahiko, I have to say.
And that's 35% of the team damage. But nonetheless, the game is going to go in for the side of Team Blue. This is the kind of upset that I really love watching, especially in these tournament games. And now we're going to come back to that question that you asked me in the early game, Zero. Glaceon in the jungle or Gardevoir in the jungle?
आई प्रेफर गाइडियो इन द जंगल क्योंकि लेवल 5 मैक्सिमम लेवल है जो जंगल करके मिलता है, ठीक है? तो वो लेवल पे
Mhm.
जस्टिफाई करती है गाइडियो की लेवल 5 पे आने का, उसका मूव खुलता है, फिर वो जाके डोमिनेट करती है टॉप लेन। बट ग्लेशियन का 4 लेवल पे खुलता है, ठीक है? उसके बाद उसे एक एक्स्ट्रा लेवल देखिए कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला है। आई मीन अनलेस वो टॉप पे आके
Hmm.
ज़्यादा मतलब बेस से पुश हो रहा हो, वो समहाउ एक लेवल और ले ले, क्योंकि लेवल 6 पे ग्लेशियन का फुल पोटेंशियल निकलता है, लेवल 4 पे नहीं। क्योंकि तुम्हें वो क्रिस्टल
Hmm.
स्टैक करने के लिए काफ़ी ज़्यादा मेहनत करनी पड़ती है और काफ़ी ज़्यादा टाइम लेना पड़ता है, और अगर सामने कोई एनिमी नहीं हुआ तो वो क्रिस्टल कभी-कभी वेस्ट हो जाते हैं, जो तुमने स्टैक किए थे। तो आई थिंक गाइडियो और ज़्यादा वैल्यू निकालती है जंगलर, और आई थिंक ग्लेशियन लेन में भी इवॉल्व हो सकता है, इतनी कोई प्रॉब्लम है नहीं। तो आई थिंक आई विल गो विद गाइडियो।
That's actually a very nice analysis coming in, and I'm actually going to use that in my next Pokemon Unite matches whenever I'd be going in to play some. But for now, we're not going to waste even a single second as both the teams are ready for the bloodbath, and we're going to jump in game number two's draft. Are we going to see the same kind of bans coming in Zero, or are we going to see something being changed?
दिस माइट बी अ ग्लेशियन बैन, मैं सोच तो रहा हूँ होना चाहिए, बट यहाँ पे पिकाचू ज़्यादा शॉक कर रहा है मुझे। आई डोंट नो, आई थिंक सेम ही होने वाला है, बट या एज आई सेड
Glaceon and Hoopa, both of them being banned out. Urshifu, Lapras. There are just so many Pokemons open. Umbreon, there's Zacian. But we're gonna see the first pick Lapras coming in from Vedu. They did not waste even a single second. But I am guessing Emperium would answer back with an Urshifu. That's something that I'm guessing. And maybe in the second phase, we're gonna see a Gardevoir coming out, maybe even a Delphox. We'll just have to wait and see. As of now, in the last second, we will see LA being picked up by Tatsumi.
यहाँ पे
Because wise.
कंसिस्टेंटली सैंडलर पिक करते हुए मुझे दिख रहे हैं ये टीममेट। आई मीन दे रियली नो हाउ टू प्ले सैंडली, और मैं सच में काफ़ी शॉक्ड हूँ कि इतनी जल्दी कोई टीम नए पोकेमॉन में इतना अच्छा अडेप्ट कर सकती है कि उसे उसके अच्छे खासे पोटेंशियल पे खेल सकती है।
I mean, that range damage, it's absolutely annoying and disgusting to be honest to watch, because I was seeing him taking literally half of HP, and I was expecting a Delphox and a Gardevoir coming in. Both of them are actually going to come, and it's going to be a Delphox by Emperium. They're going to stick to their basics, the draft that they've played their best with, their comfort picks. They are going to secure all of them. It's a Delphox, a Blastoise, Elday, Slowbro. Let's see what the final pick is going to be. A Speedster? Duraludon? Nope. Maybe Lucario? Okay, they're actually showing Garchomp. I'm guessing they might change it. No, they're actually going to go in for the Garchomp.
Garchomp
Huh.
is early game beast, and against Lapras, definitely gonna work it. Well, you know
Highly
what I
possible.
miss in this game?
Mhm.
इन अर्ली स्टेजेस ऑफ दिस गेम मैं बहुत ज़्यादा देखता था कि स्पीडस्टर जो कैटेगरी है वो पिक की जाती थी, चाहे कोई भी हो, चाहे वो ज़ैरोरा हो, एप्सोल हो, कोई भी पोकेमॉन हो, कोई भी स्पीडस्टर हो, स्पेशली टैलेंट फ्लेम। हाउ कैन यू फॉरगेट
Right.
दैट? बट अब वो नहीं होता है, अब स्पीडस्टर की जगह जाती जा रही है धीरे धीरे। व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
It's just because of the changes in the meta. You've got a pretty nasty front line, which is very difficult to melt, and then there are this lane of attackers that you have to go through in order to actually reach the backline of your opponent. So,
बेसिकली ग्लास
you
कैनन्स।
know, more or less exactly like that. So teams just decide that it's better to just switch it up to another ranged attacker who can just melt the enemy's front line faster than their front line can melt us. So that is probably the kind of thing, mirror compositions kind of that they're actually taking, which it's going to rely almost on the same thing, that you have to make sure that your backlane survives and they're going to melt everyone down. You need to last hit those objectives. So I believe just because of that, they're deciding to go in for those attackers who've got this ability to just go in for that last hit, steal the major objectives, and then retreat back to safety. But again, I really love the speedster gameplay. If in case there's a speedster coming in, I really love watching that because the way they play so quickly, the in and out that they do. I mean, look at just Dodrio. He keeps on running the entire map. Drill pick or try attack, he'll just decimate your backline if in case you're not able to protect them properly, and then retreat back to safety, then jump in again whenever the skills are not on cooldown. I really love watching that specific kind of gameplay. But again, that is for some other day. As for this one, we're gonna jump into the Thea Sky Ruins. It is going to be match point in favor of Team Blue, who are on the purple side, and it's Emperium on the orange side. Let's see who gets the win.
वेल मुझे अभी बॉटम लेन में काफी इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है क्योंकि गार्चम जिस तरह का डैमेज दे रहा है लैप्रस को, और लैप्रस यहाँ पे पिक कर लिया गया है ऑलरेडी गार्चम के द्वारा। मतलब किस तरह का डैमेज दे सकता है अर्ली स्टेज गार्चम, वो हम क्लियरली देख रहे हैं। क्या डोमिनेशन दिखा रहा है वो क्लियरली, और साथ ही साथ ट्रेवेनेंट को भी पिक कर लिया। आई मीन गार्चम इज डिस्ट्रॉइंग टीम ब्लू राइट नाउ।
I mean,
If I'm
that is
correct.
exactly what you, yeah, that is exactly what you talked about. I mean, Garchomp in the early game, you need to utilize that early game potential. And Yahiko quickly hitting that level 5 is also joining in the fight towards that top side. But we're seeing Team Blue going aggressive towards bottom. Hmm.
वेल यू नो
Okay.
फन फैक्ट,
Mhm.
गार्चम अर्ली गेम जितना डिस्ट्रॉय करता है टीम को, इतना पावरफुल होता है, वो धीरे धीरे लेवल अप होते होते उतना मुझे कहना तो नहीं चाहिए लेकिन उतना कम होते जाता है। मुझे लगता है कहीं ना कहीं कि उतना पावरफुल नहीं रहता लेट गेम, बट या लेट गेम फिर भी उसको नाइट सच में डिस्ट्रॉय कर सकता है किसी को भी।
You mean the stronger he gets, the weaker he gets?
आप कह सकते हैं क्योंकि अर्ली गेम उसके इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग पोकेमॉन कोई होता ही नहीं है, बट या अगेन बाकी पोकेमॉन ही काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग होते हैं, बट गार्चम काफी स्लोली होता है। आई मीन आई वुड से
It's evolving. It's evolving just backwards. The damage of. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that again. That
अगेन
was the meme reference that I wanted to get in.
अगेन मैं सोच रहा हूँ मैं काफी ऑफेंड करने वाला हूँ इस चीज को कहेगी, क्योंकि अगेन गार्चम फैंस आर बहुत ज्यादा गार्चम फैंस है यहाँ पे। और हाँ सीधा सेंटर पीस पे गाड़ी को काफी ज्यादा लेके जाते हुए यहाँ पर आई डोंट थिंक डेल्फॉक्स यहाँ पे फाइट बैक करने वाली है उसके लिए।
As of now, not yet because they are aggressing towards the bottom side. Revenant seems to be in a problem. Healing comes in, but look at that insane play. And Skyrus just brings him back towards his own team, finishes him off, and gets the advantage. And they're quickly just retreating back. The discipline coming in from Emperium. It's impeccable at this point, and they do need this because the objectives on both top and bottom side are actually jumping in. We will probably see. Oh my god, look at that stack. They're just moving. They're just casually moving it towards the tier 1. They should be punished for that. Will they be? Nope, it does not seem like that. Lapras just tanking each and everything. Vikas joining in as well. Chandelier just maintaining that distance, maintaining that gap. Slow, bro. Won't be able to do a thing. Delphox almost taken down. Just last bar of HP can be one-shotted. Quickly gets some healing. Gets a 2k in towards that bottom side. And in top lane, we're seeing Squirtle just getting that farm that he needs. He'll quickly try to level up and jump into those team fights. Chandelier gets Delphox out of the picture along with LD, and I believe he was taken down in that fight as well. Yep, LD was able to finish him off side by side. So no one's gonna try and focus on bot objective as of now yet. But no, we are seeing Skyrus just quickly moving and showing some dominance in that area.
वेल लेट्स सी ये फाइट किसने जीती है वो ठीक है। आई मीन टीम ब्लू के साइड फेवर में गई थी, बट यार ये सारे ज्यादा ऑब्जेक्टिव कौन लेते हैं कि गार्चम क्लियरली यहाँ पर दिखता है वो काफी डोमिनेट करते हैं, और यूनाइट के साथ आई मीन ही इज रियली डिस्ट्रॉइंग टीम ब्लू।
And Vikas White, he seems to be in trouble. Gets some healing back. Will he be able to survive? But Anama does not connect. And Garchomp already getting 3 KO in that fight. Delphox securing the 4th one. They're literally playing along Garchomp. They knew that their early game advantage will be with him. They're making sure to utilize that perfectly. And guess what? Guess who they have for the late game? That's Blastoise, who is level 10. And it's not even 5.5 minutes in the game. So that is something that Team Blue needs to watch out for. Yes, they do have a Lapras who's almost level 9 as of now, but that knockup, 3 people literally, and that another chain CC coming in. Blastoise with a rapid swing in towards that backside, gets almost all of them down to such a low HP, but Chandelier with the retaliation, but that's so much he would be able to do, as it is going to be A 4 KO streak coming in from the side of Emperium. And who other than Blastoise with those 3 finishes? They will be able to take tier 1 down on the top side, but the scoring, it's not that the score gap is not that huge. It's just 100. It can be covered up, and now the retaliation is coming in from Team Blue.
Well, I'm just curious कि बार-बार वहाँ पे ग्रेविटी क्यों यूज़ किया है, लेकिन आई एम जस्ट नॉट गोना क्वेश्चन दैट, बट या ऑलरेडी काफ़ी अच्छी लीड में आ चुकी है टीम ऑरेंज। आई डोंट थिंक उन्हें ज़्यादा कुछ परेशान करने की ज़रूरत है। उन्हें बस जस्ट थोड़ा-सा पोक करके बस बॉट लेन में जाके एक अच्छी खासी फाइट लेनी है, क्योंकि उनके पास ऑलरेडी 3 यूनाइट मूव्स है और एक्चुअली 4 आ चुके हैं, और ब्लास्टिक्स यूनाइट भी आई डोंट थिंक कि ज़्यादा दूर होगा। आई होप शायद 80-90% होगा, तो आई थिंक ये फाइट भी काफ़ी ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग देखने वाली है हमें।
That is true, because now they're actually fighting. The one who wins the team fight will be able to get the advantage in towards that bottom objective. But for now, the unites are being used up, just as you mentioned. Only one pick, that two on Trevenant coming in, and it's quickly traded over for Snorlax. No, that's a slow bro, my bad. And Elde will be taken down as Delphox was off position, caught by Lapras as well as Chandelier. And this is what we were talking about. Chandelier with those finishes, rapid spin coming in. Snor, that's Blastoise, man. That's Blastoise. Just insane. Level 12 already. I am guessing he will hit level 15 by 2 minute mark, if I'm not wrong.
वेल राइट नाउ खैर लैप्रेस ने ऑब्जेक्टिव सिक्योर कर लिया। आई थिंक ये थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम उसकी टीम राइट के लिए, बट यार काफ़ी ज़्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस चाहिए इतनी कम में एक अटैकर से भिड़ने के लिए। बट यार उसे पता था उसके बड़ी, आई थिंक बड़ी बैरियर यूज़ किया है उन्होंने, क्योंकि शील्ड तो मिली थी अच्छी खासी। बट यार कॉन्फिडेंस तो चाहिए बहुत ज़्यादा इस तरीके का प्ले करने के लिए।
That is true. And look at the levels. Chandelier level 12, Lapras level 12, Gardevoir level 13. They've got all the levels that they needed. So Team Blue, they are very much into this one. They will probably be looking to get this Regieleki and then secure the Rayquaza as well. Regieleki was stolen by Emperium. That one last hit coming in from their side. This is not something Team Blue expected, but this does give a little bit of a breathing room for Emperium to finally, get some farm back. But I don't think so they're in a position to actually go in and take those fights. Yes, Delphox is level 13, Blastoise level 12, Garchomp level 12, but it's just as you said.
Well,
As we compare the scaling of these Pokemons, Garchomp does not scale as well as others. So this should be kept in mind.
वेल अगर देखा जाए तो इस गेम में कुछ प्रेडिक्ट करना मुश्किल है। लास्ट टाइम हमने देखा था कि 230 पे यूनाइट मूव्स यूज हुए थे और अनएक्सपेक्टेडली मेल्ट करना स्टार्ट कर दिया रिक्वाजा। तो इस गेम पे भी आई थिंक अभी 2 अल्ट मुझे दिख रही है टीम राइट के पास, बट या अगेन दोनों ही टीम में 2-2 यूनाइट मूव्स मुझे दिख रहे हैं, एटलीस्ट 3 आ चुके हैं टीम राइट की तरफ। बट अभी बस यूनाइट पे फोकस कर रहे हैं शायद कि दोनों ही रेडी हैं। या तो मेल्ट हो सकता है सेंटर, आई डोंट नो, गार्चम मेल्ट भी कर सकता है, बट उन्होंने पोजीशन टॉप की तरफ लिया है, तो यहाँ पर कोई ना कोई पोकेमॉन दिक्कत में आ सकता है। और यहाँ पर शैंडलूर गार्चम की तरफ बढ़ते हुए मुझे दिख रहे हैं, थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है। गार्चम की पोजीशन सच में बहुत ज़्यादा डेडली है यहाँ पर।
Exactly, you would not expect him to be there, and even if it's a Gardevoir or a Chandelier, both of them can be picked off. But yes, we are seeing there's a Clefable right next to them, and we're gonna see Skyras just jumping in. He is trying to target Clefable, get the healer out of the picture, and now Hydro is left alone. No one there to heal him. Clefable just stunned up by Slowbro. What an insane play coming in from Skyras, and what a combo! We will see all of them just being picked off one after the other as there's still Delphox surviving, who will melt all of them down. Lapras alone won't be able to do a thing as Rayquaza is being melted down. The only thing that he can try to do is steal it away. Oh, this between 4 people. How do you manage to do that? And look at the amount of time he's bought. All 4 of the members of his team, they're all just alive. And they will go in for the score.
Well, that was dark.
That was nasty. That was just nasty. I mean, no way. But wait. The score difference is still of 1 and it is favoring Emperium. Do they have an idea for this? I don't think so. They're anticipating it. I believe they think that the scoring that has been done by Blissey, Cliffable, it's much more than sufficient.
I'm afraid right
What?
now. I am afraid for Team Blue right now. I am so afraid for Team Blue right now.
They have no idea. They
अगर
have
ये मैच
absolutely
1
no
पॉइंट से
idea.
गया, अगर ये मैच 1 पॉइंट से गया, आई एम रियली गोना बी फेल बैड फॉर टीम ब्लू।
Oh my goodness, they
To be
do
honest,
not have any idea. They're just
I don't want
focused
cake
on
Goloro.
defending.
I don't want cake
They,
Goloro.
it's a defend. It's a defend. They're not going in for score. They have absolutely no idea. Just
Oh
as we
my
said.
god.
My goodness, Emperium with a 1 point win. Holy smokes! You do not see this every day.
I'm feeling sad
You
for
do
Mr. Dark.
not.
I'm feeling bad for Mr. Dark right now.
I mean, just think about that. One. Okay, they scored a
Okay,
few more in the end, but
which we don't
it
want.
was literally a one. 218 to 219. It would have been an Imperium victory nonetheless. GG's Dark. What a play. I mean,
I mean,
what a play.
at first they ignored. Just you defender. Let him do whatever he's gonna do, and whatever he's gonna do, gonna steal Rayquaza. They don't know. What
That's
an
a
amazing
freaking
play.
Chad move. That's literally a Chad move right there. Just casually walking in between four people and stealing the Rayquaza away. Ha, thank you for that. Just walks back. What? How do you do that? How do you even manage to do that? As a defender, you've got a 67,000 damage with 68,000 tanking. What else do you want?
क्या
My
इसलिए
God.
Lapras ban होता है?
Ban it, man. Literally ban it. If that Pokemon has got a potential to walk between four people and steal a Rayquaza away, just ban him out. Perma ban him. Jeez, and but again, that puts us up for the game number 3 as well. Everyone was anticipating that Emperium winning that game number 2. I would say that a little bit of that was also luck that Team Blue did not realize that they're still behind in score, but nonetheless, they ended up scoring a few more points and were able to quickly just solidify their game win. And we will see the game number 3 between both of these teams. Zero, what are your expectations for the next one?
Well, फर्स्ट एक्सपेक्टेशन तो यही है कि लैप्रोस को बैन किया जाए. आई मीन उसे नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए. बट या
That's
अगेन आई थिंक यहाँ पर अगेन आई डोंट थिंक यहाँ पर ग्लेशियर बैन होगी. ऑब्वियसली टीम ऑरेंज प्रेफर नहीं करती ग्लेशियर बैन करना समहाउ. आई थिंक उर्शिफू बैन करेंगे. एंड अगेन लैप्रोस यहाँ पर शायद बैन हो सकता है या फिर हुपा. हुपा का ज़्यादा चांसेस लग रहे हैं. हुपा एंड आई थिंक उर्शिफू.
Urshifu, probably Urshifu. That's what we've been seeing for quite a long
और
time, and
फिशू.
we will probably Urfishu. Yes, Urfishu. Next ban, Urfishu. Now, that's a
Thank you.
chandelier, though. Respect being shown by Emperium. Chandelier has been annoying them a lot. They've not been able to perfectly counter that. And even in the previous one, they almost did lost that game after losing the Rayquaza, but still they somehow managed to come back in that one. And Lapras, is it going to be locked in again? Yep, it will be along with the slow bro. So Glacier needs to be a little more careful in this one. But Chandelier being banned out, I am expecting either a Gardevoir or a Delphox that's gonna come in from the side of Emperium. Because they need to melt down Lapras and Slowbro, both of them.
वेल यहाँ पर एक चीज पॉइंट आउट करना चाहूंगा. आई डोंट थिंक ये डिफेंडर लेने का सही टाइम है. आई मीन दो ऑलरेडी डिफेंडर पिक कर लिए गए तो वो डिफेंडर नहीं लेने वाले हैं. और चिल आउट, तुम बात पे ले सकते हो.
That is just micro drafting that you just mentioned. And yes, of course, it is extremely necessary. But what is going to be the answer by Team Blue? They're showing the Urshifu. I'm expecting them to go in with. Okay, Kramer was something that I was not expecting. And yes, they're not going in for it. They've secured LD. Huh. Are they going to try and make Lapras play like an attacker?
वेल अभी एक अटैकर आने वाला है. एक बहुत वर्दी अटैकर आने वाला है जो कि मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ कि अगर मिस्टर डार्क को लैप्रोस मिलने वाला है तो यहाँ पे मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ डेलफॉक्स वापस देखने मिलने वाला है. आई थिंक हमें. Oh my god.
There is a chance. I don't think so. They're actually going to secure the Nine Tails though. But yes,
I
it's just
think-
as I said.
आई थिंक
Alolan Nine Tails.
फॉर नाउ यू आप तुमने उतना देखा नहीं है शायद बट नाइनटेल इज मैनेस राइट नाउ. आई जस्ट फॉरगेट अबाउट नाइनटेल्स. मैं इतना
Alright,
ज्यादा
yes.
मैं इतना ज्यादा ग्लेशियन और लैप्रेस के बारे में सोच रहा था. मैं नाइनटेल्स के बारे में भूल ही गया था. उस लिटरली नाइनटेल ग्लेशियन की 80% एचपी लगी जा सकती है सिर्फ एक मूव में. आई मीन बहुत ज्यादा ब्रोकन हो चुकी है नाइनटेल्स भी अभी करेंटली.
Right, I remember
80%.
Ninetales receiving a buff. I do remember Ninetales receiving a buff, but was not seeing it a lot in those comps. So I thought maybe it's not viable, but again, now that you mention it, I really want. I'm looking forward to this pick as of this point. But who will be in the jungle? I believe it's Shifu without a doubt, and Lapras is probably just gonna go with Elde in towards that side lane. But for the side of Emperium, now the question comes back again: Gardevoir in the jungle or Glaceon? And I am guessing it is going to be Glaceon. Yaiko. But normally KV is the one who actually goes in. So it is possible they might decide to send Gardevoir on towards that side lane, or maybe it can be a split jungle.
But why? If you have Gardevoir, you can spike at level 5. क्यों तुम jungle share करोगे? I mean like Gardevoir को jungle देना sense बनाता है, I think. बट या अगेन प्लेयर्स चॉइस तो यहाँ पर देखने को मिल सकता है ग्लेशियन की लेवल 6 का ग्लेशियन चाहते होंगे कि जल्दी से लियो लेवल 6 पे ग्लेशियन सच में बहुत ज़्यादा पावरफुल होता है एंड आई गिव अ बोनस टिप जो कि मोस्टली ज़्यादातर प्लेयर्स को पता है। आई एम नॉट गोना टेल समथिंग जो सीक्रेट है बट क्या सबको पता होता है कि आइसकल स्पेयर जब यूज़ होते हैं ऑब्वियसली पास 8 क्रिस्टल्स होते हैं बहुत ज़्यादा डैमेज देते हैं बट आइसकल स्पेयर के बीच अगर तुम आइस शार्ड्स मारते हो तो 8 के साथ तुम्हें 12 क्रिस्टल्स मिलते हैं। तो मतलब तुम किसी भी बंदे को मेल्ट कर सकते हो लेवल 6 के होने के बाद तुम लिटरली डिस्ट्रॉय कर सकते हो।
I mean, that's absolutely right. And we're going to see how things are going to turn out. Kevi is probably going in towards that bot. Yep, it's going to be Gardevoir into the jungle. So, Kevi on that Glaceon will go in on that bottom side. So, it's just as you said, Gardevoir will going to get quick level 5 advantage and will be the ones who will see rotating in. But I want to see the matchup in that bottom. The Glaceon up against Alolan Ninetales. I believe both of them are actually of the ice type, if I'm not wrong.
वेल बैड लक फॉर लैप्रस क्योंकि गार्चम्प अभी भी टॉप पर है और मैं जस्ट देखना चाहता हूँ कि गार्चम्प फाइट अभी तक क्यों नहीं ले रहा है लैप्रस से और जैसे कि मैं बोल रहा था आ चुका है वापस से बट या लेट्स सी।
Oh, okay. Now Lapras is just level 3. Who secures that creep? It's actually Skyrus. He denies that to Lapras yet again. So that is a good early micro coming in. And
Oh my
slow
god that
bro
damage.
is taken down. Skyrus seems to be in trouble. Lapras quickly getting that level 4 will now try and get some HP back in the tower. And we will see Cliffy getting the evolution to Ninetales. Slow in the HP. But alright, LA is right there. Hydra is gonna help him get some of that HP back. And now they're gonna try and secure those neutral creeps for them.
वेल यू सी ग्लेशियन लेवल 4 पे सेम चीज़ कर रहा है जो लेवल 5 पे करते हैं जंगल लेके तो आई थिंक बॉटम लेन ग्लेशियन ज़्यादा बेटर है जंगलर ग्लेशियन से।
But for now, Dark seems to be in trouble. He wants someone to find some light for him because he will not be able to survive up against that 3v1. They will be able to get that score in, but Dark still getting that shield back. Oh my
Okay.
goodness! I thought he actually got that, but he thought he probably got that, but nope. He did not get that very in. Trevi is just gonna try and waste some time for Vedu. It is going to be, I believe, the water Shifu. Is that the surgical strike?
वेल उसे देखने के लिए तो वेट करना पड़ेगा बट अभी ग्लेशियन जो डैमेज दे रहा है नाइनटेल सच में बहुत ज़्यादा दिक्कत नहीं थी। आई मीन बॉडी ब्लॉक नहीं मिलता तो आई थिंक वो डेड थी यहाँ पर एंड अगेन यहाँ पर एलडी भी जस्ट बाल बाल बची है यहाँ पर ग्लेशियन जस्ट डोमिनेटिंग बॉटम लेन राइट नाउ।
Exactly, and for now, Dark off position will be taken down, just trying to buy as much time as possible. Wait, how did he get half HP back? Gets one berry, denied for the other. Is extremely slow. He will be just wasting the time, and he's done that because in the meantime, his team on towards that bottom side. Look at the progress that they've made. Glaceon would he had to use that eject button quickly, run back to the safety. Revenant was taken down, and they will jump in for those scorings. Look at Vedu, just how deep he actually was. And they
But yeah,
made sure to properly zone all of them out.
there's one thing टीम रेड जितना भी डोमिनेट करते हुए देख रही हो लेकिन या आई मीन टॉप लेन टीम तोड़ चुकी है ऑलरेडी बट या गाइडेवर के पास यहाँ पर यूनाइट मूव है जो अभी किसी के पास नहीं है टीम रेड में तो अभी वो बॉटम लेन में आके जो डिस्ट्रक्शन करने वाली है ही इज गोना बी हकाइशन।
Hakaichin, that is correct. But for now, LD is the one who's denying that. Look at the amount of healing that is providing to his team. But Glaceon and Gardevoir joining those fights, taking all of them out one after the other, is just as you said, that farming capacity of Gardevoir in towards that jungle, if in case not stopped in the early game, is going to demolish you in that mid and late game. Ninetales alone trying to go in for the steal, was not able to, will retreat back. He had the support of LD, so healing was there. But there we go, Garchomp up against Lapras. So many great attacks going in. Shifu!
What damage!
That guy was able to take both of them out. And that's an Urshifu and a Lapras that we're talking about. Skyrus hitting an insane level 10, and he is not playing in the jungle. He's on that side lane.
Well, we can see multiple Hakaition in same team. Literally Garchomp top lane dominate कर रहा है, Glaceon bot lane dominate कर रहा है और Guardian जहाँ जा रही है domination मचा ही रही है. तो I think थोड़ी नहीं अच्छी खासी दिक्कतों का सामना करना पड़ सकता है टीम रेड को यहाँ पर. बट या किस तरीके से कमबैक आता है मुझे वो देखना है कि सच में बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम पड़ सकती है यहाँ पे टीम रेड.
Exactly, but for now, Unite move being used up, or Shifu being taken down, caught between five people, was not able to do anything in that situation. And right now, it's again, just as you mentioned, entire sheer domination from the side of Team Emperium, 248 to 93.
I really want Hakai sound effect whenever Guardian uses his ultimate move. I mean, एक बार मैं उसे डिलीट कर देती हूँ पूरी टीम को. अभी फिलहाल दो यूनाइट थे, दोनों बहुत ज्यादा वैल्यूबल साबित हुए हैं.
That is true. I really want to see someone. I probably feel like I want to see Vedu becoming the Vegeta in this one, and take that Hakashin down just like he did in the Tournament of Power. I know that you've watched it and you still remember it, but for now Vedu seems to be in trouble. Caught between five people. Try to survive, and look at the distance being made up. He was literally just one shot away from taking Kevi down, but was not able to. Lapras with that Unite. Garchomp in the meantime just raging in that backline, taking all of them down. Mr. Dark will just have to retreat. Will he be allowed to do so? I don't think so. Gardevoir wanted to go in for the chase. Now into the hands of Trevi, but he's got enough HP. He will probably survive. And in the meantime, the Regileki in that top was secured by Emperium. So they're taking objectives up, down, mid, everywhere in the map, and they will get the tier 2 in that top taken down. The entire team of
Oh
Team
my
Blue.
God.
They're just
यहाँ
securing the
पर सेंटर पे गोल हो रहा है. रेजिस्टील से नजर हटा के अगर देखा जाए तो सेंटर पे गोल हो रहे हैं यहाँ पर. रेजिस्टल आई डोंट थिंक इतना वर्थ इट होने वाला है जितना कि यहाँ पर वैल्यू निकाली है टीम ब्लू ने यहाँ पर. आई मीन सेंटर पे गोल करना इज रियली बिग थिंग.
Exactly, and we did see Trevenant just buying time. He was literally going 5v1 and he bought enough time for his team to just score those goals in the center, retreat back,
Oh
and now
my God.
literally getting the punish from the entire Emperium side. They've just Guardian was just taking three of them out. Dark just has to run away, but I don't think so he'll be allowed to do so. He will be taken down sooner rather than later. What? He managed to take Gardevoir down in that fight. Still surviving. 1v2.
गाइडियर बहुत ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस में थी. मैं सच में बहुत ज्यादा डर गया था गाइडियर कॉन्फिडेंस क्योंकि बहुत ज्यादा ऑफ पोजीशन थी. आई मीन एनिमी के साइड पोजीशन लेना कौन वो करता है. आई मीन इतना ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस. आई थिंक वो थोड़ा सा लेवल का डिसएडवांटेज हुआ है गाइडियर के मरने के बाद. बट या वो सच में कॉन्फिडेंस बहुत ज्यादा था गाइडियर के अंदर और उसका डैमेज ही बहुत ज्यादा था. बट या अगेन ऑफ पोजीशन ऑलवेज गेट यू किल्ड.
But that is the thing. Even though they managed to somehow get the punishment in Gardevoir, look at those creeps. Look at those orange dots on those sides, in the jungle, everywhere. You're behind in level. The maximum level is level 11 on Lapras, and on the opponent, we're seeing level 13. Level 11 is the lowest level on their side. Level 14 on Gardevoir. You need to get those creeps. You've just got 40 more seconds before the Rayquaza comes, and in every fight, we will just see some sheer domination coming in from Emperium. Look at that, just deleting everyone. And every creep is remaining in the jungle of Team Blue.
वेल अभी काफी ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम है मुझे लग रही है टीम रेड क्योंकि यहाँ पर फ्लिप भी नहीं किया जा सकता. यहाँ पर टॉप पे रेजली की मेल्ट किया जाएगा. यहाँ पे सेंटर पे फ्लिप नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि लास्ट हिट उतना अच्छा है नहीं. आई थिंक हर जगह से थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम में आने वाली है टीम ब्लू यहाँ पर.
And they could have had a chance. They could have secured those levels if in case they would have focused on farming on those creeps rather than just going in for those fights towards that mid. Even after they secured the Registeel, they decided that they needed to break the tier 2 on that bottom. I believe that decision was also, it could have been avoided, and just trying to get those pickoffs were able to finish Skyrus off. But again, even in the 4v5 situation, looking at the level disparity, I will favor the game is actually favoring the side of Emperium at this point. They've got that level advantage. Look at that, everyone is trying to run away. They're trying to melt the Rayquaza, and Gardevoir is just taking them down, melting all of them up with healing with the Clefable. They've got everything that they needed, and this is going to be them jumping in to go in for those finishes. I am expecting 1,000 point,
Well, Gardevoir is
probably.
really smart. You saw what he did there. आई मीन
Uh-huh.
गार्डचम्प जस्ट ऑफ थोड़ा सा आगे चले गए तो पिक हो गए, तो यहाँ पर बहुत ऑब्वियस है कि गार्डियो पीछे आएगी और कोई देखेगा नहीं सेपरेट में तो मेल्ट करेंगे। गार्डियो ने जस्ट वेट किया उनके सारे बंद हुआ कि वो मेल्ट करने के लिए इकट्ठा होंगे एक जगह पर, फिर अपना यूनाइट यूज किया। आई मीन ही रियली नो व्हाट ही इज डूइंग।
That's the game sense. That's the experience that Emperium has. And we are seeing Yahigo level 15 at this point. We rarely see these Pokemons to be hitting that level 15, and they're still trying to go in for those fights. They're still trying to take them down, but they will fall like skittles against a bowling ball. That is going to be probably 1,000 score coming in from the side of Emperium. It's 963, 977. They actually want to go
ओनली
in and hit the
33 टू गो,
1,000. 991.
नाइन
Nine
नाइन गोल्स टू गो।
points. 9 more points to hit that 1,000, but they need to take all of them down again because they won't be allowed to score any more than that. What? That's a 2v4 that they did there. A 2v4.
More than 1000 goals. Well, if numbers excites you too, I guess you should press the like button too.
That is true. I mean, if they get 1,000, you're gonna hit that subscribe button. Let's see. It is 1,003 against
Now,
103. A 900 score differential.
just I want to see the Gardevoir's damage. Oh my god.
162k. 162,000 damage by Yahiko on that Gardevoir. Kevi with 90,000. Skyrus with that 87,000.
Bro really thinks he's Hakaishin.
He did that. He dominated his lane.
And yeah, by the way, there's Tatsumi. Just look at it heal.
152k. That's what you expect of your healer. 77,000 damage tanked. 95,000 damage tanked by Trevenant. 47k heal from his side. These stats are just bonkers at this point. But yes, Team Blue did try to put up a fight, but I just feel like they were entirely outclassed in that last game. Their first game was absolutely insane. In their second one, they could have won had they had a little bit of an idea about that score. But in that third one, it was just Emperium all the way. Look at the graph. They did not allow them to score after probably minute 4. I mean, after minute 2 they had 11. At minute 4 they had 93, and after that it's just hits and bits. 2, then an 8, and then not even a single score. Look at that. The graph is just going as Himalayan range from Kanchenjunga to K2 and Everest. That's just out of this world scoring coming in from the side of Imperium. And it is just the way that they played the game. They knew that Skyrus will have that advantage. And this is the snowball that we've been talking about. You've got a Pokemon who's pretty solid in the early game. You play around him. You make sure that Pokemon gets the farm.
Well,
So even an Urshifu or Lapras in your opponent will not be able to take you down. So that is going to be it for this one specific game
well.
number 3, guys. Mhm.
Well, Team Empyrean versus Team Blue. सच में was a hard था, but इसके बाद सच 2 minute. There's one more round. I got really
Nope.
confused.
We will witness the grand finals coming in within just the next 2 minutes, guys. So make sure to stay tuned as me and Zero will be right back after doing a little bit of our homework.
Stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met your match, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta get to more. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. match you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon.
Hey everyone, welcome back. You're watching Battle Pyramid. It's week number 4. एंड अभी हमने सेमीफाइनल्स 1 विटनेस किया था जिसमें एम्पीरियम जीती थी। एंड अब आपको इन्फॉर्म कर दूं मैं कि सेमीफाइनल 2 हुआ था ऑफ स्क्रीन। तो अब जो 0 लाइन बोलने वाले थे जो उनकी मिस हो गई थी वो अब कंप्लीट करेंगे।
Well, first matches might be hard, but this match is gonna be easy versus Team Emperium. That is definitely not gonna be easy. यहाँ पर ग्लेशियन ऑलरेडी बैन हो चुका है, साथ ही साथ यहाँ पर बैन हो चुका है हमारा शैंडलियर, जैसे प्यार से लोग चंदू बुलाने लगे हैं आजकल। आई मीन दिस इज यूनाइट, कुछ भी हो सकता है।
चंदू?
So, या उसे चंदू
What?
बुलाते हैं आजकल।
क्यों
I
चंदू?
mean, शैंडलियर, चंदू, आई मीन सबको निकनेम मिलते ही हैं, क्या कर सकते हैं।
Well, that is true, but wait, what? Say balai? Okay, we don't see this small guy coming often in the matches, but we are gonna witness him right now. Lapras is open as well, so it is possible Easy might actually decide in going for that Lapras pick. But Chandelier and Glaceon being banned out, a lot of Pokemons being left open, a lot of room for them to actually secure the picks that they want to. We're not gonna see a Dragonite, are we? No, we're not.
No. For God's sake, no.
I mean, after the nerfs that hit him, he literally has been off meta for so long. I really feel sad for that guy.
Level 8 for Dragonite is big no.
Oof. That's a big oof. But though, Sylveon being secured instead of any of the, the standard picks, maybe a Delphox or Gardevoir, just a Sylveon being locked in. They've got a Machamp as for the main attackers. Who's going to be their jungler? I want to see that. Race?
Come on,
That's
Cinderace.
not-
I want to see Cinderace.
His damage was boosted, and I really love his game style already. It's a long time. I mean, his Pyro will actually deal a ton of damage. So
Actually, there's
he
a
can
problem.
be very viable.
Actually, there's the problem. अगर Cinderace को लेते हैं ना, आई मीन अगर सच में उसका फुल पोटेंशियल यूज करना है, तुम्हें उसे प्रेसिडेंट बना के खिलाना होगा, लाइक डिसीजॉय को खिलाते थे। अगर वो पायरो बॉल खेलेगा, वो सच में मैक्स वैल्यू निकाल सकते हैं टीम की। बट आगे डिफेंडर, पीछे सपोर्टर, दैट्स द रूल। तुम्हें उसको पूरे तरीके से कवर देना पड़ेगा। ऑल्सो सिल्वियन की जगह एसपीओन होने चाहिए टीम में, तो कोई अगर ज्यादा अंदर आता है तो यूनाइट में उसे बचा लो। बट या इस कॉम्प पे Cinderace आई थिंक थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम दे सकता है, और यहाँ पर ब्लेज किक यूज करने की जरूरत शायद
to have that eject button to actually quickly go in for that reposition. So yet again, we're gonna see the Venus Blastoise combo coming in from Team Easy, and they've got the Hoopa and Lapras as their frontliners alongside Alolan Ninetales as their attackers. So very solid lineup coming in, and I am expecting this to be a Venusaur in towards that jungle. But for the counter action, we are seeing a Sableye coming in along with a Sylveon, Machamp, Snorlax, and a Cinderace. That's a Pirate Cinderace.
Well, both team are menace right now because you can clearly see there's no healer in team red. तो यहाँ पर लिटरली विनोसॉर सोलर बीम खेलने वाला है. सोलर बीम विनोसॉर को जिस अमाउंट का डैमेज देने वाला है वो डिस्ट्रॉय करने वाला है टीम को. बट अगेन विनोसॉर के पास एक और पोकेमॉन रहेगा, वो है सैवलाय. वो सैवलाय विनोसॉर को डिस्ट्रॉय करेगा. तो आई डोंट नो कि यहाँ पे क्या होने वाला है. सच में केओस होने वाला है, माइक्रो केओस.
That is true. I mean, doesn't Cinderace look like Buggy?
बगी द क्लाउन, या ये दैट्स व्हाट आई एम
Yes,
थिंकिंग.
Buggy Brown. I mean, Cind D race. But okay, never mind. That's the one. That's the One Piece reference. But we're gonna jump in the sea of Skyrim wins. It is going to be easy on the blue, taking an Emperium on the red. Let's see who gets the win.
That
D
was really
wins.
good. That was really good.
And, okay, so thank you for that. I really love that. Yes.
वेल सैवलाय अगे क्या स्टील करेगा, और यहाँ पे दो पोकेमॉन्स के बीच में से स्टील कर लिया. ग्रीन ही इज स्टीलिंग मैन. लुक एट द वे ही इज रनिंग.
And look at that Snorlax just stealing
Okay.
away the other
Drama.
one. What? Emperium, what micros are you going with? That's GG's. That's already a GG's in that early level of the first rotation. Should favor them. They should be able to snowball this out of control, just like we saw in the previous match.
वेल दैट इज डेफिनेटली डब्ल्यू स्ट्रेटेजी फॉर अर्ली गेम. बट यहाँ पर काफी अच्छा एडवांटेज ऑलरेडी ले चुकी है. आई थिंक यहाँ पर सेंडर्स को काफी अच्छा खासा रूम मिल चुका है कि वो आराम से जो
Oh.
चाहे कर सकती है अभी.
Oh, a grip. Okay, he's gonna survive. He's gonna survive. Not a very problematic situation. Not gonna give that buff up to their opponents as of now. Altos is coming in. They're all going in for the secure Cinderace in towards that jungle. Machamp is trying to get some pick off in, and they will be able to take Squirtle down. And Venusaur without any buff. That is definitely not what you want to see on your jungler. And look at the scoring coming in. Sylveon with a 2 KO already. Lapras finally shuts down Sableye. But is it a little too late? Because this is basically the time for the second jungle rotation.
वेल थोड़ा लेट तो मुझे लग रहा है. आई थिंक यहाँ पर सेंडर्स नाइनटेल से सामने, बट नाइनटेल्स लेवल 3 आई डोंट थिंक कुछ कर पाएगी सेंडर्स का. बट यार थोड़ा सा बुली हो रही हो यहाँ पर सेंडर्स से. बट यार अगेन बुली की बात करें तो यहाँ पर असली बुली जंगल में ऑलरेडी भटक रहा है, वो है हमारा स्नोलेक्स. वेल
I mean, that is exactly what's happening. He is literally not giving Venusaur a single breathing room. Finally, they had to invest so many people to save the jungle of Venusaur that all the other sides, farms, and all those neutral objectives were easily secured by Emperium. So that is a big W for their side in that micro game. Will they be able to get that knock up? And nope, Hoopa goes back, and that is going to be a pick off. That actually goes in the hands of Squirtle. But Lapras, in the meantime, will be quickly traded in towards that top side. So both the teams are playing on the opposite lanes of the map.
अगेन यहाँ पर दो चीज़ है. यहाँ पर सेंडर्स लेवल 9 होने वाली, लेवल 9 ऑलरेडी हो चुकी है आई गेस. वहाँ पर काफी ज्यादा दिक्कत देने वाली टीम को. बट अगेन यहाँ पर विनोसॉर भी लेवल 7 होने वाले हैं, तो यहाँ पर सोलर बीम भी काफी जल्दी देखने को मिल सकती है हमें.
I mean, but level 9, even if he's up against a level 7, Cinderace is just gonna go bonkers in those fights. And he's almost about to reach his level 10 as well. So, yes, of course, he does not get a massive power spike at that one. But if you are a level up against your opponents, you naturally have that damage increase. And
You
that
saw
is
that
going to be him just exactly half HP.
Level 7
Nice
Venusaur
move.
can do this. Imagine what level 9 Venusaur can do. The Precision Unite move plus Solar Beam.
Let's see. He still needs a little bit of an extra farm. The bottom tier one has been taken down, so they will be getting some farm on towards that sides. While in the top side, they will be focusing down the Reggie Lecky. So they're trying to buy time. Team Easy, they're just trying to buy as much time as possible.
Well, Emperium में great lead. Machamp भी है उनके पास. Stab like, oh what?
Look at that! Cinderace gets the double.
Well,
Venusaur
again,
just
Pyro
one
Ball
shot it.
is menace.
He is a menace to the society, to the Pokemon society as of now. But Snorlax, Natsumi is still trying to survive. He
Anyone
gets
having
a
D,
lot of HP back.
anyone having D middle name is menace.
That is true. That is absolutely true. But for now, we're going to see these menacing people just trying to create a ruckus in towards that mid wherein Yeah, he's just keeping that distance. Pyro ball. He's just literally keeping that distance. No one is being able to just come near him. But for now, Hoopa, he's trying. Does he have the unleash? Nope, he does not yet. So
Well,
needs to play a little bit same.
अगर फाइट
Now
ज़्यादा लंबी
that's
खिंचती है तो यहाँ पर टीम ब्लू के जीतने के चांसेस हो सकते हैं guys, क्योंकि यहाँ पर जितनी फाइट हो रही है हर फाइट में लेवल टीम राइट हमेशा बहुत लो एच में वापस जा रही है, स्पेशली मैच है। तो अगर फाइट ज़्यादा लंबी जाती है तो थोड़ा सा एडवांटेज ले सकती है। यहाँ पर वीनासौर का यूनाइट आ चुका है, बट या वी कैन सी डिस्ट्रॉइंग
what?
हिम।
Hoopa quickly gets down. 90 just deleted off the face right away. Hoopa Unleashed trying to get Cinderace, but he will just dash away. And every resource at their disposal, just trying to take this one Cinderace down, while all the others will just be able to get that cleanup in. Maybe not, as the Lolo 90s joins in the fight. Skyra seems to be in trouble. He will be able to take Hoopa down, but again, was that worth it? Because Venusaur just finishes off the rest of them, and he's already hit level 10. Just a few more levels and he will get the upgrade if in case he's going for the petal dance, but I don't think so. He's actually going in for the petal dance, or is he?
अभी इस पूरे पर्टिकुलर गेम में बस ये देख रहा हूँ कि टीम रेड आ रही है, फाइट कर रही है, भाग के सीधा बेस जा रही है, फिर वापस आ रही है, फिर भाग के बेस जा रही है। आई मीन विदाउट हीलर सच में बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, बट यार बेस डिस्ट्रॉय कर चुकी है। सिर्फ 2 बेस बचे हैं टीम ब्लू के पास और यहाँ पर बॉट लेन में ऑब्जेक्टिव फाइट हो रही है। वेल अगेन कहीं ना कहीं वो टीम रेड के फेवर में जा सकती थी, बट फिर भी यहाँ पर लैपरस से काफ़ी शानदार तरीके से उस ऑब्जेक्टिव को ले लिया। नहीं हुप, ओ माय गॉड, हुप वाज सिक्योर।
Yep, that's a Hoopa secure. Saber, I was just trying to buy as much time as possible for now. Rapid spins will zone Cinderace out, but will Snorlax be able to survive? Will be taken down either ways, but that was a nice micro play coming in. But Cinderace with that damage, along with Sylveon, frontlining being provided by the rest of them, they will be able to take all of them out one after the other. 128 to 358. They won the fight in towards that bottom side. But look at that objective race. Alola Ninetales already there, just trying to chunk down the Regieleki, but is it worth it? Because they would not be able to chunk it down to last bar of HP, and Cinderace can easily steal it away. Never mind, Cinderace. Snorlax says, I'll do it on my own. There we go. Unite move coming in, and Cinderace dodges that. He was not knocked up, but again, the damage. Wow. Jesus, that's gonna be a wipeout. That should be a wipeout.
वेल यहाँ पर सेंटर फाइट में थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है टीम रेड को, क्योंकि वो सीलन नहीं अदर साइड यहाँ पर अभी भी ऑलरेडी काफी रोश में घूम रही। यहाँ पर एक पता है पर्टिकुलर चीज हो सकती है कि यहाँ पर सेंटर फाइट टोटली अवॉइड कर दी जाएगी। यहाँ पर ऑलरेडी सेंटर के पास 50 गोल है और सोनलेक्स के पास 40 गोल है और बाकी टीम के पास कुछ ना कुछ गोल्स होगा। यहाँ पर एक चीज देखने को मिल सकती है, सारी की सारी टीम सेंटर पे गोल करने की चली है एग्जैक्ट रिक्वाजा के लिए फाइट करने की जगह। व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
Highly possible. But again, just look at that. Cinderace level 15. We're not even 2.5 minutes left. He was probably level 15 when there were 3 minutes left in the game. That is the strength of that power farm. Sebala just standing there. All right, quickly finish me off so that I'll be able to spawn faster.
इस चीज का मैं पूरा क्रेडिट दूंगा यहाँ पर सेबलाई और स्नोरलैक्स को, जो कि एग्जैक्ट इस मैच के बुली हैं।
They provided the room that Cinderace needed. That is the main thing. The early game was entirely controlled by Sableye and Tatsumi on the Snorlax. They made sure that Venusaur does not get that farm to disrupt Cinderace in those fights. But for now, we're going to see him going in with that Solar Beam. Unite being used up, as this is the time for the final stretch. Venusaur not going to survive that burst. Alolan Ninetales.
There's no comeback. There's no comeback. यहाँ पर ऑलरेडी 3 पोकेमॉन ने राइट नहीं चला है, ऑलरेडी डेड हो चुके हैं। अगर उनके वापस आने से पहले सेंटर मेल्ट होता है, दिस गेम इज ओवर। बट हूपा यहाँ पर रास्ते में ही है, वो आने ही वाले हैं। उनके नाइट से यहाँ पर काफी चीजें चेंज हो सकती हैं, तो लेट्स सी।
Okay, he goes in for the Hoopa Unleashed, walled up against the wall. Snorlax, nasty play, but still they can go in for that last hit. Who gets that? Who gets that? And it's going to be Team Easy stealing away the Rayquaza. But look at Cinderace, he's just melting them down like nothing. He will be able to take Hoopa down, and score is going to come in from Alolan Ninetales. Snorlax, Blastoise will just jump in towards that center. But look at the other people. They're just taking all of them down one after the other. They've got more than sufficient score to not care about who's scoring in their base. Venusaur will just try to defend, but will he be able to do so? Yahiko Is level 15, still got a level advantage over them, and they will try and get a few more scores in. That is going to be it. It is done and dusted. Emperium wins this one with their sheer early game aggression.
वेल यहाँ पर हीलर की कमी तो मुझे देख रही है कि यहाँ पर काफी ज्यादा फाइट चल रही है। आई डोंट थिंक यहाँ पर लैप्रेस के आगे गोल हो सकता है, क्योंकि एक बार लैप्रेस ने अटैक किया सिंडर्स को और सिंडर्स खत्म, बट अगेन यहाँ पे काफी अच्छी कोशिश हो रही है गोल करने की। डू यू थिंक हो पाएगा ये कि सिर्फ एक ही पोकेमॉन बचा हुआ है?
Nah, they
ओह
won't
माय
be able to
गॉड,
score in. Lapras
नॉट,
will defend it.
बट यस दे स्टिल विनिंग।
Yep, they've got the game. Even
यहाँ
after losing the Rayquaza, they've got the game.
नॉट लाइक फर्स्ट टाइम
Not like first time.
अगेन।
True that.
अगेन पता नहीं रिक्वाजा को लेने के बाद भी मुझे बुरा लगता है यार। आई मीन कोई टीम ने कोई टीम का हीरो मूवमेंट आता है कि ठीक है वो जस्ट रिक्वाजा स्टील कर लेती है, बट स्टिल जीतना मुश्किल हो जाता है। आई मीन आई एम मिसिंग ज़ैपडॉस राइट नाउ।
I mean, that's 586 to 380. They tried everything. This time they tried everything. They were trying to do everything perfectly, but Agrim, much deserved MVP on that Sableye. 194, 12 assists. He's got no stat that outshines the rest, but the way he played that Pokemon in that early game, denying that early farm to Kashi, just making sure that he does not get any stat that changes the entire outcome of the map, and Yahiko working his way with that burst behind Snorlax. What else do you need?
वेल डू रिमेम्बर कि हमेशा एक डुओ होता है जो बहुत ज्यादा केओस करता है स्कूल में, बट किसी एक को ही पनिशमेंट मिलती है। दैट इज स्नोलैक्स एंड
Yeah.
सैबलाई, क्योंकि यहाँ पर एमवीपी सिर्फ एक को मिला है, बट दोनों ही उतने ही टॉक्सिक थे अर्ली गेम पे जितना दोनों ही डिजर्विंग थे एमवीपी की, मैं तो कहूंगा। बट सिर्फ एक को पनिशमेंट मिली, यानी कि एक को ही एमवीपी मिला है यहाँ पर।
I mean, that is absolutely correct and absolutely true, because one buff was stolen away by Sableye, while the other one was just easily secured by another, desk by
बट या
Snorlax. So, exactly.
पनिशमेंट उसी को मिलती है जो पकड़ा जाता है। आई मीन सैबलाई ने सबके सामने स्टील किया और स्नोलैक्स की स्पीड पीछे। आई मीन तो फेयर फेयर पॉइंट।
Fair point. Sableye is gonna get the MVP.
ओके नाउ यू गोना गेस कौन से दो पोकेमॉन बैन होने वाले हैं? इट्स योर टर्न।
um, I mean, they won't ban Sableye in this situation, or
मुझे लग रहा
should
है
they respect ban it out? They should respect ban it out, but there are still a lot of other Pokemons that needs to be taken care of. There's Chandelier. There's of course Shifu if they want to. There's
एम्पीरियम
Glaceon.
एम्पीरियम प्रेफर टू पिक ग्लेशियन। आई गेस कि यहाँ पर ग्लेशियन बैन देखने को मिल सकते हैं टीम रेड की तरफ से, बट यार सैबलाई
Sableye.
मेनेस।
The menace to the society, the menace to the entire jungle. I mean, they just respect banned it out now, but there are still a lot of Pokemons open. Lapras banned away, Sableye banned away. Let me guess, maybe an
As I
Glaceon.
said,
Yep, I was about to guess Glaceon.
Emperium prefer Glaceon, as I said.
Yep, they've secured that Glaceon for their side now. What's going to be the answer? It's a Blissey. No, that's a Clefable and a Shifu. Decent answer. I'm expecting an Elde maybe coming in, but Skyrus with that Garchomp. If it's not broken, no need to fix it.
Well, good for early game. पता है यहाँ पे
Monster for mid game.
यहाँ पर सच में मिड गेम इज ओके गार्चम्प, लेट गेम इज फाइन, बट अर्ली गेम गार्चम्प वो छोटा सा क्यूट सा पोकेमॉन जो एक बड़े से लैप्रोस को डिस्ट्रॉय कर देता है, किसी पोकेमॉन को डिस्ट्रॉय कर देता है, वो सच में डरावना है अर्ली गेम के लिए।
You know that there are these small dogs who are just as much as the size of a big mouse, and they act like they're the ruler of the dog world. That's basically Garchomp when he's, that in those early levels. He's small, cute. Oh my god, come here, you cutie. And then he just slams you up and finishes you off, bro. What? Where
I
did
guess-
that damage come from?
आई गेस हम सभी के दिमाग में टॉम एंड जेरी का एक पर्टिकुलर सीन आ चुका होगा अभी तक, जिस हिसाब से स्कैडेड ने बात बोली है, बट क्या
At least you're a man of culture. You got the reference.
वेल यहाँ पर अगेन मुझे एक चीज देखने को मिल गई है जो मुझे आई मीन नहीं देखने को मिली थी इतने टाइम से, वो है हमारा ड्रैगनाइट। आई मीन लेट्स सी व्हाट वैल्यू ही कैन प्रोवाइड, बट क्या अगेन एनिमी टीम में ग्रेनिंजा भी है। आई मीन काफी ज्यादा क्लासिक पोकेमोन भी देखने को मिल रहे हैं जो काफी चूज होना बंद हो गए थे। व्हाट डू यू थिंक कि किस तरीके से आने वाला है ड्रैगनाइट वर्सेस ग्रे निंजा? व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
Too many of those pocket picks coming in, and I believe Dragonite would need to be a very good secondary damage dealer coming in, along with Glaceon and of course the Garchomp. They're probably having the same idea that they are going to let Garchomp just power farm in that early and mid game so that he gets that level advantage and he becomes viable. And I believe they would be trying to target maybe the Greninja and Alolan Ninetales with both of them. I mean, Garchomp probably would try to take Clefable out, try to isolate him, and then finish off the rest of them, just
वेल
like they did in the previous game.
मैं थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे एक चीज को लेकर डरा हुआ हूँ कि यहाँ पर हमें लेन ग्रेंजर देखने को मिल सकता है या फिर लेन उर्शिफू देखने को मिल सकता है। ये दोनों ही थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम में पड़ सकते हैं फार्म सिक्योर करने के लिए, क्योंकि एक लेन में ग्लेशियन जा रही है डेफिनेटली और दूसरे में गार्चम्प जा रहा है। तो हाँ, ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर टीम रेड। यहाँ पर आई गेस यहाँ पर अगले गेम पे थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम का सामना करना पड़ सकता है।
What if they both surprise us and it's an Alolan Ninetales in the jungle?
Don't shock me again like Pikachu did. Please give me some time to think what's gonna happen. But yeah, let's see what's gonna happen.
Alright, and the CS Sky ruins, and it is going to be Team Emperium. This time on the blue side, taking on Team Easy on the red side. The previous game was anything but easy for them, so they need to come back in this one in order to force a game number 3. Let's see, will it be Emperium with a 2-0 sweep in the finals, or will it be Easy who will surprise us yet again, just like they won against FS and did surprise us? So for now, we're gonna quickly jump in and see. It's going to be a ton of pokes, got a low on HP. We'll get some HP back, but again, Eevee just forcing him to retreat back. Use that. Yep, he did use the eject button, Astro. That is
Well,
an early
अगर
resource being picked off.
अगर देखा जाए तो यहाँ पे अर्ली गेम मतलब ऑलरेडी गार्चम्प अच्छी खासी फार्म कर चुका, बट उस गार्चम्प को यहाँ पे काफी ज्यादा दिक्कत का सामना करना पड़ रहा है। 90 का अगर 90 लेवल 4 की हो जाती है, गार्चम्प को सच में बहुत सारी दिक्कतों का सामना करना पड़ सकता है जो उसे अभी तक नहीं पड़ा है। मैली पोकेमोन के अगेंस्ट गार्चम्प गॉड लेवल है, लेकिन एक रेंज स्टन वाले पोकेमोन के अगेंस्ट गार्चम्प बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम का सामना करना पड़ता है।
I mean, that is true. And Alolan Ninetales is exactly what you need to counter them. But for now, Dragonite is in the jungle. Just tried to secure those Altos and quickly punished by Urshifu for that misplay. And he is actually, that might be an
Oh my God.
overextension. Maybe not. Maybe not. I said it way too early. That's the power that Urshifu brings. That's an Urshifu in the jungle. The question has been answered.
वेल फॉर अ पॉइंट अगर मुझे लगा था कि गार्चम्प संभाल सकता है वो सिचुएशन, मुझे तो सच में लगा था गार्चम्प संभाल सकता है, बट हाँ कहीं ना कहीं वो हीलर का होना एक एडवांटेज ले ही गया जंगलर के लिए। बट या उर्शिफू
Exactly. And
वर्सेस ड्रैगनाइट, आई एम सॉरी, उर्शिफू वर्सेस ड्रैगनाइट, उर्शिफू हमेशा ज़्यादा बेटर होता है और यहाँ पर ग्लेशियन को ही पनिश किया जा रहा है। एज आई सेड, यहाँ पर सच में ग्लेशियन की ट्रू वैल्यू लेवल 6 पे ही निकलती है। लेवल 5 ग्लेशियन उर्शिफू से पिट चुकी है यहाँ पर।
exactly, and that is the thing. Look at that chase going in. Kashi, he wants to actually go in for that. He used all of his dashes, so we'll have to wait for its cooldown. But it comes up right at the perfect moment, and that rotation has actually made him go towards that top side. Greninja just securing away the blue will now go back as well. Or Shifu just not stopping, and Garchomp, just as we were discussing, yes, he is a menace in the early game, but we look at that Urshifu. He's basically just demolishing everyone he's seeing in his path. Dragonite seems to be in trouble, tries to dash away. He's got the support of his team, so they will not overextend as of now. And Yahiko surviving. He's on the Dragonite, so last hit is going to be what they are looking for. But how are they going to tackle this Urshifu? They need some crowd control. They've got the slow bro. They would need to make sure to just jump onto him. We're gonna see Unite coming in. Dragonite just jumping between 4 of them will be knocked up by the Registeel, but Urshifu just demolishing everyone just as we were talking about. Still, the damage is there. The Glaceon with the Icicle Spears is trying to stop all of them, but Urshifu on that dot HP just finishing everyone off, and now will quickly go in for that score. Punish should be there. Slowbro is there. Goes in for the surf. But Urshifu still survives. What?
वेल
That's
मैंने एक
hard
चीज नोट
luck.
मैंने एक बहुत सिंपल चीज नोटिस करने में काफी यार टाइम लगा दिया कि ये कॉम्प शायद एम्पीरियम की तरफ से एक फ्लिप कॉम्प हो सकता है वैसे, कि यहाँ पर गार्चॉम्प ऑब्वियसली किसी ऑब्जेक्टिव काफी जल्दी मेल्ट कर सकता है, ग्लेशियन सेम थिंग कर सकती है, और ड्रैगनाइट का सिक्योर या अगेन अगर हमें सेंटर में फ्लिप देखने को मिला, मैं सच में बहुत ज्यादा शॉक्ड होंगे एम्पीरियम की तरफ से। आई मीन व्हाट काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रेटेजी, आई मीन क्या कर सकते हैं एम्पीरियम इस कॉम्प के साथ? व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
It's just a flip that I can see, but that too would be only viable if in case they would have a decent amount of level. They'd be like just one level behind maybe, but not more than that. But for now, we're gonna see the overextension coming in by the side of Team Easy. They all will be punished one after the other. Ninja was taken out, is just capable remaining. That's a 3 KO streak for Glaceon, and in the backside, Alolan 90s won't be able to survive up against a Dragonite 1v1.
वेल
And
इसी
it's
के साथ
just
लेवल
a
बराबर हो
Blastoise
चुके हैं।
remaining. Mm-hmm. Goes in for a knock-up. But it's only Hooper who was knocked up, and now Blastoise needs to retreat back. Rapid spins. He does not have the upgrade of rapid spins yet, so jumping back into that fight was not a good idea. We'll quickly retreat back to safety. But yep, now the next fight we're going to see is going to be towards the bottom ridge objective.
बट यार यहाँ पर सच में मुझे लग रहा है कि यहाँ पर पेपकॉम देखने को मिल सकता है, बट यार अगेन यहाँ पर फिर से फाइट स्टार्ट हो चुकी है, और आई थिंक यहाँ पर कहीं ना कहीं मुझे कमबैक देखने को मिल सकता है एम्पीरियम का।
Oh, throw got the target perfectly on Urshifu, but they had not enough damage to melt him down. And alone 9 Glaceon, both low HP, and Glaceon wins that one. Just the 3 KO streak in that fight. And they will be the ones who will be melting the ridges down. And they were behind in that early game. Now they've equalized that level. They're actually in the lead now. And it's just as you mentioned, Greninja on towards that side did not come online as expected. So even though Urshifu provided an amazing early game, they were not able to capitalize on that.
अगेन इन पर्टिकुलर मेटा ग्रेनिंजा से ज्यादा वैल्यू सिंड्रेस एनी टाइम निकाल के दे सकता है, चाहे उसे कितना ही बेकार तरीके से खेला जाए। आई एम जस्ट सेइंग।
Exactly, and if in case you wanted someone to actually go in for that side, you maybe could have decided, oh wait, we'll talk about that later. Everyone will be just bonked down. Look at that, all four of them make it all. Yep, just a little 90s remaining. All four of them just finished off right from the
ड्रैगनाइट
face.
ड्रैगनाइट लेवल 13 हो चुका है, और सीरियसली इस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पे अगर ड्रैगनाइट बीम मारते हैं तो लिटरली किसी अगर एक से ज्यादा बंदे को पड़ती है ना वो बीम, तो वो लिटरली बारबेक्यू बना सकता है पूरी टीम का। वो बहुत ज्यादा डैमेज देने वाला है पूरी टीम को, और अगेन गार्ड जंप और ग्लेशियन तो दे ही रहे हैं, तो यहाँ पर सच में ई कॉम्प ना मुझे बहुत ज्यादा पसंद आ रहा है जैसे जैसे मैं देख रहा हूँ एम्पीरियम को खेलते हुए। बट अगेन यहाँ पर अर्ली गेम पे काफी अच्छा कॉम्प लेके आते हैं, ग्रीन निंजा को छोड़ के डेफिनेटली बहुत अच्छा कॉम्प है। बट अगेन मुझे देखना है कि सेंटर फाइट में क्या होता है यहाँ पर, कि सेंटर फाइट में कहीं ना कहीं मुझे देखना है कि कमबैक करते हुए टीम इजी को यहाँ पर।
Exactly. I mean, yeah, they could have even brought a Mew in that composition if they wanted to, instead of Greninja. You could have created that gap, could have baited a few skills
वेल
out, had the ultimate to survive that, jump in that gap
देयर
closing.
there's one Pokemon better than Mew in this particular meta. I think Espeon is still very powerful Pokemon.
Espeon.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was missing that. And yes, that's Espeon, right? They could have secured Espeon as well. That would have worked out so very well on towards that side lane, because we know that just one skill and boom, half HP just taken out from your opponent. That's probably what could have worked, but maybe we'll see for now. Urshifu getting his HP back. They're trying to steal away the ridges. Yes, they've stolen it away, but look at that counter play. Everyone just going bonkers, taking them one after the other down, and they will win yet another fight. It is just Greninja who will try to survive, will be able to, but that's about it. They've lost all the objectives. They've lost all the lead that they had in the early game. And now Skyrus is level 14. Dragonite is level 14. They will be able to get that final hit. As long as they don't make any mistakes, and Slowbro
Ga-
just scouting all of them out
Garchomp
alone.
is
And
going for goal. Okay, Garchomp is Dragonite is going for a goal. यहाँ पर लिटरली 4v3 फाइट हो रही है अभी।
Blastoise just also used his Unite move, not catching anyone in that fight. And now he should also be taken out. Everyone's just falling one after the other. But it is, the combo that you mentioned, wherein even if you get 8 icicle spears, you use one more skill, you get 4 more. That brings us to a total of 12. That is exactly what Glaceon did, and Alolan Ninetales was finished off in that fight. They've
Well,
secured the Rayquaza, and it is now
I respect
just going to be up. Mhm.
well, I respect each and every team who participate here, but I think Team Imperium is. I can clearly see those 5 men is ready for something big. I clearly see that.
They bring out a Dragonite and they bring out a Garchomp, and then they decide to go in for that win. They're definitely more than ready in this game. And they're not even forcing to go in for that scoring. They're just trying to take them out one after the other. That's all they're going. They're just scouting them out. Three of them have fallen, so this might actually give them a chance. But Dragonite, that's the final nail in the coffin now. I don't think so. They've got enough scoring to even just get close to this. Nope. As last 29 seconds remaining, and surrender is the option that they've chosen. So it is going to be Emperium winning the game number 2 and a clean slate win for them. A clean sweep in the grand finals to secure that first place. Yahiko on that Dragonite, 83 MVP points. And yet here we were talking that
Look
maybe
at
Dragonite was
Glaceon
out of the
damage.
meta. 140.
Again,
That's
he's using
one.
Glaceon perfectly, correctly. जिसे भी use करना चाहिए वो melt कर रहा है सबको literally.
Melt is just an understatement at this point. Alolan Ninetales
Well,
was finished off with just one skill. Ram with that heal, 106k healing.
yeah, and I also use Glaceon और मैं एक चीज और बता देता हूँ. अगर टॉप या बॉटम में कोई भी ऑब्जेक्टिव आता है सिर्फ 2 स्किल्स, ठीक है, 2 बार आई स्किल स्पेयर मारना है और बस ऑब्जेक्टिव की पूरी एचपी गायब सोलो ग्लेशियन से. अगर टीममेट्स हेल्प कर रहे हैं सिर्फ एक स्किल चाहिए तुम्हें मेल्ट करने के लिए कोई भी ऑब्जेक्टिव. इतना पावरफुल हो चुका है ग्लेशियन इस पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे.
GG's, and they're showing that it's worth banning Glaceon out, and that is going to be it for this game, guys. Is the grand finals being won by the side of Emperium in week 4 of Battle Pyramid. Congratulations to them, and good luck to Team Easy for the next few rounds that they'll be participating in. But that has been the game. This has been your caster Scadia. Thank you all of us for joining in. We will catch you guys next time. That's gonna be it from me and my co-casters. नहीं नहीं वो मेरे साथ से खुद चुप हो गया था.
आई एम रियली सॉरी मेरी ऑडियो चली गई थी. सो गाइस, जीरो सियाग और पीस आउट.
म्यूटेड थे शायद.
Stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta get some more. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. match you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon,